Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Raging Cajuns about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rice Owls offense has the ball first today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Quick spin on the run. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They go to the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Raging Cajuns offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Jensen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the basket.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Winfield. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Williams. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jenkins. Rushes on him. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jensen. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. He caught it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And the extra point is good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sets a kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defense. Hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Jenkins. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll run play action. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Rice. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Pulls it in. It's Robertson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. It's Winfield. Got a man. It's Perry. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. Got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got him downfield.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Under fire. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Barnett. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dennis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds his man. It's Davis. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Rides the back and leaves it. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got it. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. To the air, it's Winfield. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Oh, he wants it all. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. On the ground, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grab near the marker. It's Jensen. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Makes a man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Winfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. Oh, what a cut. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback will keep it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Catch in the middle. It's Jensen. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Jenkins. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got the quick pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker. Oh, it's blocked. That's a defense has it. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTSA looked less like a pack. A group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Rice rushes to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Fires one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Raging Cajuns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
31, Rice, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. But this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab right down the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Oh, he's looking to throw. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's